Let's take a minute to talk about a couple things that can go wrong. Once you're preparing your model for slicing, you may not realize you have an issue until you get to the slicing phase. For this demonstration, I'm going to load up a file that I know to be wrong. I'm going to click Add. I'm going to type in fail.stl. As it's processing my file, keep an eye down on the info section. It's actually telling me that I have 8 errors in my manifold. It's actually tried to auto-repair those. Problem is, if Slicer gets it wrong, which sometimes it does, you may end up with anomalies in your print, like a solid section where there should have been a hollow section. To fix that, let's take a look at our model. Now, here's the 3D model that's actually having a problem. It looks normal. It looks like it has a hollow section where it needs to have a hollow section, and structure where it needs to have structure. But there's a problem with this model. If we go into edit mode, you will see that this face goes all the way through the model, just like the example in one of our previous lessons. This is creating non-manifold errors. If we look at it in wireframe mode and go to select non-manifold, you can see that here's our troubled area. Here's another indication that Blender will give you if your model has issues. If we look at it in object mode, let's center it on the screen, you'll notice over on the left, the model kind of flows and has continuity to it. There are no lines. But over here, you can see that there's lines right through the middle of the model. That's usually an indication that you have a manifold problem, or that your model's a little uneven. Blender will print that as kind of an anomaly. Gives you an idea of where to look if you're not going to look for selecting the non-manifold vertices. We can go ahead and repair this by going into edit mode. I'm going to delete that face by hitting X and hitting delete, and we'll go ahead and fix the offending face. Now, here's one thing to note. Remember in our earlier lesson we talked about normals and which way the face is actually facing, whether it's facing in or out. You are not going to get errors in your slicing application if that's the case. It's going to trust that your normals are exactly how you want them, and it's going to slice appropriately. Always remember to check your normals. I'm going to hit N to bring up the properties and turn on the face normals. We're going to check them. We'll make them a little bit bigger. Make sure they're all going the same direction, and we might actually select everything, go to Mesh, Normals, and recalculate outside. Make sure they're all good. If you have some normals that are inverted, the slicing application may not indicate that while it's processing. So just to save yourself some time, make sure you check that.